you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where obvious answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. So first up, we welcome Nick and Andrew. Now, Nick, how do you two know each other?
Well, we're friends and work colleagues. I'm deputy head at the lovely Wigmore High School in North Herefordshire, and we work together, but we originally met...
I was his pupil.
Wow. What did you teach?
At the time, I was attempting to teach him German.
And you taught him adequately enough for him to come back as a member of staff?
Indeed.
What do you teach, Andrew, not German?
French.
Do you really? Was he a good teacher?
He was a good teacher. He was a great teacher, actually. Yeah.
Very...
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's really good.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't speak any German, but...
Yeah. To this day. Well, very, very best of luck. It's great to have you here, Nick and Andrew. And next we welcome Rob and Jonathan. Now, how do you two know each other, Rob?
We first met around 5 years ago. Jonathan was an instructor at the training college teaching constables how to become detective constables.
Your policeman?
Yes.
Was he an able pupil?
No.
No. But he made the grade?
He made the grade just, but it's taken me 5 years to bring it up to a reasonable standard.
OK. Whereabouts are you from, John?
From Devon.
And what do you like to get up to in your spare time?
My favourite hobby is cycling. I'm a very keen cyclist. Last year we went to the Pyrenees and did 100 miles in 10 days, cycling from the Pyrenees from France across to Barcelona, up and down big mountains.
Good stuff. Now, Rob, meanwhile, what do you like to get up to?
I play football. I watch football. Liverpool Football Club would be my favourite subject.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's your obsession, is it?
It is. I'm obsessed with them. I think about Liverpool, talk about Liverpool, read about Liverpool and watch Liverpool at some point every single day of my life.
Very good indeed. Well, a warm welcome to the show, Rob and Jonathan. Great to have you here. And next we welcome back EJ and Laura. You were on the show last time. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final. This is your second and final chance. EJ, remind us how you know each other.
We went to university together in Newcastle.
And Laura, what happened last time?
I don't know, really. We're blaming it on podium 1. I think it was bad luck for us.
It was a word round. It was a word round. It's the first round, wasn't it? So, EJ, today, completely new, what do you hope is going to come up?
I'd quite like science to come up.
Yeah.
Possibly music.
What kinds of music do you like?
Rap, R&B, pop music.
OK.
Recent things.
Recent things. Laura, how about you?
I've been swatted up on my geography, so I'm hoping for that.
Good.
And definitely not sport.
Very good. EJ and Laura, last time you were first round departers. I think this time round, as the only returning pair, you would have to be fancied to be there in at least the head-to-head.
I hope so,
So,
yeah.
very, very best of luck. Let's hope we see you there, and maybe beyond. And finally, we've got Anne and Alex. Now, how do you two know each other?
We're daughter and mother. I'm the mother, she's the daughter.
I need to explain that.
Yeah. Alex, where are you from?
We're from Northwich in Cheshire.
And what do you do, Alex?
I run a website for a motorbike company.
Oh, do you? What is it? Motorbike equipment?
Well, motorbikes and also motorbike equipment as well, yeah.
Very good indeed. And Anne, how about you?
I was a teacher for many years and I retired about 3 weeks ago.
Wow, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, and thoroughly enjoying it, not missing it one little bit.
What do you hope is going to come up today, Anne?
Fiction.
Yeah.
I like reading a lot. I'm quite keen on geography.
Yeah.
Not too bad on art.
Alex, anything you want to add to that?
Not geography.
Not geography?
Terrible on geography. Music for definite.
OK.
I'll say that, I might get an awful music question.
Very good indeed. Well, listen, Anne and Alex, lovely to have you on the show. A very warm welcome to you. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show as it goes along. There's only one person left for me to introduce, the man putting obscurity on the map. Sadly, no one knows where. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hiya.
Good afternoon to you.
Top of the afternoon to you.
So sort of a fresh lineup for us here, really. We've got one returning pairs, EJ and Laura, but they got knocked out fairly quickly last time, didn't they? So we haven't seen much of them. Hopefully we'll see a bit more of them today. Great to have a battle of teachers versus coppers, isn't it? Be nice to find who's cleverer.
Yes.
Round 1, I have to say, we saw EJ and Laura go out early last time. I fear for EJ and Laura in round 1. But it is one... I think their age may work against them. In every other respect in life, your age works for you. In this regard, it might surprise me. I think it might be a tough round for them.
OK, thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. In order to get to the final round and be in with a chance of winning our jackpot, our contestants need to find the obscure answers our 100 people couldn't think of. So the fewer of the 100 people who knew the answer, the fewer points you will score. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is to find a pointless answer. This is an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Now, Simon and Martin won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, now in this first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so try and make sure that's not you. OK, our category for round one is soap operas. Soap operas. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns characters from Neighbours. Characters from Neighbours, Richard.
Yeah, in one moment, Xander's going to show you a picture on this board of the cast of Neighbours from 1988. We need you to identify any of the characters you're about to see, and first names will be acceptable. You'll be glad to hear. Very, very best of luck, and see if you can get all of them, any big Neighbours fans at home.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, Nick and Andrew, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. So here is our image of characters from Neighbours. There they all are. And each of you needs to give me the name of one of those characters. And obviously you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. Andrew. Lovely picture, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. Many happy memories. I am fairly sure of a couple of them. I think I'm going to go for Helen Daniels.
Helen, says Andrew. Helen. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Helen. He's right. $15 for Helen.
Yeah, the matriarch, Helen Daniels, there she is, played by Anne Haddy. I think, Andrew, you fit right into the demographic of that time of Neighbours, don't you? I figured so.
Good stuff. Now then, Jonathan.
I could feel like crying. I really could. Do I take a guess or do I go safe and hope Robert can help me out? The only one I can say is Charlene.
Charlene. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Charlene. It's right. 39. A lot better than it could have been.
Happy with that.
39 for Charlene.
Yeah, you did exactly what you had to do there, Jonathan. It's a good answer. Charlene, of course, played by Kylie Minogue, has gone on to sell 70 million records worldwide.
Wow.
It's not bad going, is it?
It's really not bad going.
You wouldn't have guessed it back then when you watched it. She was a mechanic, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
Went from mechanic to pop star pretty quick.
Yeah. She did well. Now then, Laura. Was Richard right?
Yeah, Richard was right.
Oh, no.
I'm tempted just to, like, think of an Australian name and just say it. Like, and just have a bit of a guess.
This is going to be fun. An Australian name.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with Drew.
Drew. Is it right, though? Drew, let's find out. Drew. Bad luck. But I have to say, 10 out of 10 for inspired Australian name making up, though. That's actually superb. And 100 out of 100 for your answer, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, an incorrect answer, Drew. Right, now, Alex, we come to you. The most obscure person in that photograph you can name, please.
I could name all of them, and probably the actors who play them. This couldn't be a better round for me. Katie Landers.
Katie, you're going to say. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said Katie. Absolutely right. Down it goes. Oh, brilliant, Alex. All but pointless. 1 point for Katie.
I have to say, Alex, I'm with you. I think I could name all of them as well. Isn't that
Also,
terrible?
there was a Drew as well.
As soon as it came out, there was a Drew, but yeah, not in this era, unfortunately. He came into it around sort of the late 90s. Yeah, there's Katie Landers right at the front, the very young girl there.
We're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. Alex and Anne, lovely score of 1. Then we travel up to 15, where we find Andrew and Nick. Then up to 39, where we find Jonathan and Rob. And then, I'm afraid to say, a long way up to 100, where through no fault of their own, we find Laura and EJ. So, EJ, I don't know if you can do anything in the next pass, but whatever you do, it'll require a low-scoring answer from you if you're going to stay in the game. Very, very best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, so we are looking for the Neighbours characters in this picture. Now, Anne, Alex has set you up so well there. Lovely low score of 1. Didn't she do brilliantly?
Yes, she did, actually. She's always loved Neighbours.
Did you ever watch Neighbours, Anne?
I'm afraid, as a mum, I was forced to sort of cooking tea while the kids watched it.
This is great. This is great news. So you are completely comfortable with all these people?
Yes. I'll say Des Clark.
Des, says Anne. Des. Now, there is your red line. If you can get below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 said Des. Very well done. You're through. 8. Brilliant, Anne. 8 plus 1 takes the total up to 9.
Well played, Anne. Yeah, Des, he's one of the original cast members. And he married the stripper from his stag party, who later died in a car crash.
There you go.
There you go. Cautionary tale.
Thank you, Richard. Now then, EJ, you're on 100. You're the high scorers.
Yeah, Laura set me up really well.
Are you going to have to make up another name? Or do you know anyone on that picture?
No, I do know some names from Neighbours, so I'm just going to guess as well. And I'm going to go for Carl.
Carl, says EJ. Carl, there's no red line for you. You just have to hope this goes down as far as it possibly can. Let's see if Carl's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Carl. Bad luck, EJ. I'm afraid it's another incorrect answer, which I'm sorry to say takes your total up to 200. Bad luck.
Yeah, sorry, EJ. There was a later addition to the Neighbours cast, Dr. Carl Kennedy, of course.
OK, so then, Rob, I've got great news. You are through to the next round, whatever happens. Even if you score 100 points, you won't overtake EJ and Laura's high score. So, what do you think? I bet you must know something.
Well, I watched it religiously as a teenage boy and can only remember the girls' names, unfortunately. I know a few, but I'll say Jane.
Jane, says Rob. Rob says Jane. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Jane. Absolutely right. Very well done, Rob. 6 for Jane takes your total up to 45.
Yeah, terrific answer, Rob. Very well done. Yeah, plain Jane Superbrain, they used to call her. There she is.
Now then, Nick. Also, you are through.
I honestly haven't a clue who is on the photograph, but I'm ashamed to say I was never a particularly big fan, but the only name I can think of from Neighbours around about that time would be Harold.
Harold, says Nick. No red line for you. As I say, you're already through, but let's see how many people said Harold. Absolutely right. 42. 42 takes your total up to 57.
Yes, Harold Bishop, good answer. There he is, highlighted. I'll take you through everybody. The pointless answer is Mrs. Mangle, Nell Mangle.
No!
There she is, yep. Someone in the audience just said yes.
Served her right,
yeah.
Mrs. Mangle.
Let's take a look at some other very low answers. Beverly Marshall would have been a very good answer. 1 point that would have scored you. Katie Landers, we've already had, which is a terrific answer, 1. And her brother Todd Landers, 2 points. He would have scored you. There he is. Mike Young, a young Guy Pearce there. Now a huge film star, star of Memento, all sorts of other things. He played Mike, would have scored 5 points. You could have also had Gail Robinson up there, who was married to Paul Robinson. There they are as the couple. Gail would have scored you 6. Paul would have scored you 40. He would have been a very big scorer. Henry Mitchell would have scored you 7. He's next to Plain Jane there. Jim Robinson, of course, 25. He would have scored you. Scott Robinson. Jason Donovan there would have scored 32. Madge Bishop, 37. And we've heard everybody else. But well done if you got any of those low ones.
It's quite weird, though, how young they look. Because
Paul Robinson, to me, would be like in his early 40s, and he looks about 20 there.
Yeah. What did Paul actually do? He shuffled paper and had important meetings.
That's what business is.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
It's basically paper.
Hold on. It's good, isn't it? Could you take that? Lovely, thank you.
OK, let's go and do that.
OK, and I'm going to knock off. Oh. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, I've never shut that before. I've left it open. Oh,
Phew. Oh. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm sorry to say, double round one exit. And newest members of the 200 Club, EJ and Laura, I'm so sorry. You were ill-served by that question.
Yeah. What a disaster.
I know, but thanks very much for playing. EJ and Laura. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. Now, obviously, there's only going to be room for two pairs in our head-to-head round, so one of the pairs in front of me now will be leaving us. I wonder who that pair are going to be. Our category for round two is authors. Authors. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns writers and their initials. Writers and their initials. Richard.
Yes, on each pass, we're going to show you the names of 6 books, and they're all written by people who are known by initials and a surname. Can you tell us the name of the authors of these books, please? Give us a nice obscure answer. You're going to score fewer points. An incorrect answer will score you 100 points. It's going to be 12 authors to have a go at home. Good luck.
OK, so we are looking for the initialed authors of these literary works, and we have got on our first board Possession, A Room with a View, Winnie the Pooh, The Catcher in the Rye, The Time Machine, and Death Comes to Pemberley. I'll read those all one last time. Possession, A Room with a View, Winnie the Pooh, The Catcher in the Rye, The Time Machine, and Death Comes to Pemberley. So there we are, 6 literary works, and we need to know their authors. Nick.
I do not know all of them, but I do know a few of those. It's just a question of which one to choose, but I think I will go with A Room with a View, which I'm pretty sure is E.M. Forster.
E.M. Forster, says Nick. E.M. Forster. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people knew that answer. Absolutely right. Very well done indeed, Nick. 10. Nothing wrong with that. 10 for E.M. Forster.
Yeah, well played, Nick. It's a good answer. There's always such pressure on teachers when you've got a question like that that's sort of a subject you're supposed to know about, and you pass with flying colours. It's Edward Morgan Forster.
Now then, Rob.
I'm struggling, I'm afraid. I know one of them for sure, but I'm certain it'll be a fairly high scorer. But I'm going to have to go with Winnie the Pooh, and I think it's A.A. Milne.
A.A. Milne, says Rob. A.A. Milne. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. Absolutely right. 46. 46, a big one. Richard.
Well done, Robert. Yeah, Alan Alexander Milne, the author of the Winnie the Pooh stories.
Anne.
I'm going to say the bottom one. Death Comes to Pemberley, and it's P.D. James.
P.D. James, says Anne, for Death Comes to Pemberley. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said P.D. James. Absolutely right. Wow, 1. Something about that far podium. Another score of 1 in another round. Very well done, Anne.
Yes, one of her recent ones. It's set just after the end of Pride and Prejudice. Let's take a look through the rest of these answers. You'll be good at these. Catcher in the Rye.
Salinger. J.D. Salinger.
J.D. Salinger, yeah, absolutely right. 18 points. Time Machine.
H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells, absolutely right. 43 points. That's a big scorer. And Possession.
A.S. Byatt.
A.S. Byatt, absolutely right. And that would have scored 2 points. So the best answer on the board is Death Comes to Pemberley. So well played, Anne.
Thanks very much, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores. Lovely low score there from Anne. So Anne and Alex looking particularly strong on 1. Then up to 10, where we find Nick and Andrew. Not bad. Then up to 46. So, yes, Rob and Jonathan quite far ahead there. So, Jonathan, we need a really good low score from you in the next pass. We have to hope that's enough to keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more literary works on the board, and here they are. We have got Sons and Lovers, Disgrace, The Inimitable Jeeves, The Darling Buds of May, High Rise, and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I'll read those all one last time. Sons and Lovers, Disgrace, The Inimitable Jeeves, The Darling Buds of May, High Rise, and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. There we are. Now, remember, we are looking for the initialed authors of these literary works. And obviously, Alex, you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. You're on 1, once again, in a very, very strong position. Halfway through the round. The high scorers are Jonathan and Rob on 46, so a score of 44 or less from you. We'll see you into the next round.
This is where I trample on my mum's good work, I think. I know one for definite, but I'm going to go and say The Inimitable Jeeves, P.G. Wodehouse.
P.G. Wodehouse says, Alex, let's see if that's right. Here is your red line. Get below that, and you are through to the head-to-head. P.G. Wodehouse, how many people said that? Absolutely right. And through. 22. 22 takes your total up to 23 and sees you into the head-to-head. Very well done, Alex.
Yeah, the wonderful P.G. Wodehouse.
Now then, Jonathan, you're the high scorers on 46. We need a very low-scoring answer from you.
You'll get an answer, but not a very good one. Sons and Lovers is, I think, D.H. Lawrence.
D.H. Lawrence, says Jonathan for Sons and Lovers. Let's see if it's right. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. But let's see how many people said D.H. Lawrence. Absolutely right. 34. 34 takes your total up to 80.
Yeah, it's a good answer, Jonathan. Still got a chance of staying in this. Yeah, David Herbert Lawrence.
Now then, Andrew, you're the last person to have this board. The high scorers are Jonathan and Rob on 80. You're on 10. If you can score 69 or less, you are through to the head-to-head.
I've got 2 options, I think. Go for the only one I know and get a definite score, which is nice and high and sends us home early. Or I randomly select 2 letters of the alphabet and we go home early. So it's win-win, really. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is that right? Do I need the surname?
You do as well, I'm afraid, yeah. which in some ways makes it even harder.
Yeah. In that case, I'm delighted to tell you that the author of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is that very underrated author, J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling, says Andrew. Here comes your red line. It's higher than me. But then J.K. Rowling. Let's see, J.K. Rowling. How many people said J.K. Rowling? You've done it! You have done it. 55. 55, Andrew, takes your total up to 65 and sees you comfortably through to the head-to-head. Very, very well done.
Exactly the right tactics there. You did what you had to do, I think. But it's a surprisingly low score. Let's take a look at the rest of them. Do you know the Darling Buds of May?
Bates, H.E. Bates.
H.E. Bates,
yeah.
Absolutely right. Would have scored 8. Disgrace?
J.M. Coetzee.
Absolutely right. The South African author would have scored 2. And High Rise, best answer on the board?
Don't know.
Very well done at home if you said J.G. Ballard. 1 point. Anyone who got all 12 of those has done a cracking job.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, Jonathan and Rob. And it looked for a moment like you were going to make it through.
Had a chance.
Oh. But yeah, J.K. Rowling, only 55. Anyway, sadly, she also did the trick tonight for Andrew. So I'm afraid we say goodbye to you now, Jonathan and Rob, but we will see you again next time, and we look forward to that very much. Jonathan and Rob, great contestants. But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are about to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Anne and Alex, Nick and Andrew. You are now only 1 round away from the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. You're now going to go head-to-head. And the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, but the big difference is, from now on, you're allowed to confer. You can pool all your knowledge. Anyway, best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns operas. Operas. Richard?
Yes, we're going to show you the names of 5 operas now, but with alternate letters missing. Can you fill in those blanks and give us the most obscure? Good luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 operas with missing letters, and here they are. We have got A blank D blank, P blank R blank Y, blank N blank, B blank S blank, H blank N blank E blank, A blank D blank R blank T blank L, R blank G blank L blank T blank O, F blank D blank L blank O. I'll read those out without the blanks, if that's all right. A D, P R Y N B S, H N E A D R T L, R G L T O, and F D L O. There we are. Now, Anne and Alex, you have played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first.
I know all of them.
Which one's most obscure? I don't know any.
I think we go for Porgy and Bess.
Porgy and Bess, say Anne and Alex. Porgy and Bess. Now then, Nick and Andrew, you can talk us through the rest of the board and do your thinking out loud, if you like.
I wouldn't claim to be an expert on opera, but I do think I probably know them all. I think they're right with Porgy and Bess. I think the top one's Aida. The next one after Porgy and Bess is Hansel and Gretel. I think it might be Rigoletto. And the last one might be Fidelio. I think we might say Fidelio. What do you think?
Yep, very happy.
OK.
Sounds good.
Fidelio.
You're going to go with Fidelio. So we have Porgy and Bess, and we have Fidelio. Anne and Alex said Porgy and Bess. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. Seven. Good going. 7 for Porgy and Bess. Nick and Andrew have gone for Fidelio. Let's see if that's right. Let's see if it'll beat 7 if it is. Absolutely right. 27. 27. Which means, Anne and Alex, after only one question, you are up 1-0. Richard.
Yes, Porgy and Bess is actually the best possible answer in this round, so it's 3 rounds in a row the two of you have done that. Very, very impressive. Fidelio, good answer, though, Beethoven's only opera. Let's take a look through the rest of the board. You went through it perfectly, actually, Nick. Aida would have scored you 49. Hansel and Gretel would have scored you 12. And Rigoletto would have scored you 59 points. That's the biggest one there. Do you know who composed Hansel and Gretel?
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Absolutely right.
But the original Engelbert.
The original, where the man he got his name from.
Yeah. Anyway, brilliant. Good. Thanks very much, Richard. OK, so here comes your second question. Nick and Andrew, you need to win this question to stay in the game. Very best of luck. Our second question concerns planets. Planets, Richard.
Yeah, we're now going to show you 5 pictures of planets in our solar system. Can you identify these and pick the most obscure? That's fun, isn't it?
This is fun. This is good. OK, let's reveal our planets, and here they come. We have got A, B, C, D, and E. OK, there we are. Now then, Nick and Andrew, you go first this time.
I think we're going to go for B, which we think is Neptune.
B, Neptune. Say Nick and Andrew, B, Neptune. Now then, Anne and Alex.
I don't think planets are our strong point.
I know E.
Oh, yeah, we know E.
I'll let you choose, I'm rubbish.
We take a punt. C, Venus.
C, Venus. Say Anne and Alex. C, Venus. So we have Neptune and Venus. Nick and Andrew have said that B is Neptune. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Oh! Incorrect. Anne and Alex, therefore, took a punt and said that C was Venus. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. So after 2 questions, it is 1-0 still to Anne and Alex. Richard.
Yes, ironically, you'd now be in the final if you'd been able to identify your home planet. And Nick, it's not Neptune, that is actually a picture of Uranus. And Uranus would have scored 10 points. Let's take a look at the rest. A is Jupiter. That would have scored 32 points. So all of these would have won the point for anybody. C is actually Mars. See, not Venus, it's Mars. 43 points that would have scored. D is Mercury. Would have scored you 7 points. Right, so E is, well, I'm not giving away any clues when I say it's Earth. Score?
I would hope in the high 90s.
89. 89.
Wow. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So here comes your third question, and it concerns Hillary Rodham Clinton. Richard.
Yeah, just 5 clues to facts about Hillary Rodham Clinton here. The most obscure will win you the point.
OK, so let's reveal our 5 clues to facts about Hillary Rodham Clinton. And here they are. We've got the law school she attended, the state of which she became senator in 2001, the politician she succeeded as Secretary of State, the politician who beat her to the Democratic nomination in 2008, and the title of her 2003 memoir. I'll read those all one last time. The law school she attended, the state she became senator of in 2001, the politician she succeeded as Secretary of State, the politician who beat her to the Democratic nomination in 2008, and the title of her 2003 memoir. There we are. 5 facts about Hillary Rodham Clinton. Now then, Anne and Alex, it's your turn to go first again.
The politician who beat her to the Democratic nomination is Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, you are saying. OK. Now, Nick and Andrew, you can talk us through that board and do your thinking out loud, if you like.
What do you think?
We could, yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, the law school was Harvard.
Was Condoleezza Rice even a Secretary of State, or was it just before?
I think Condoleezza Rice could be a really good answer, actually. What do you think? Go on.
Yeah, fine. Let's have a stab at Condoleezza Rice.
OK, you're going to say Condoleezza Rice. So, we have the politician who beat her to the Democratic nomination in 2008, Barack Obama. Say Anne and Alex. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. 31. 31. Quite a low score, that. Nick and Andrew are saying Condoleezza Rice is the politician she succeeded as Secretary of State. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Condoleezza Rice. Absolutely right. Yep, you've done it. Well done. 9. You're back in the game, Nick and Andrew, which means after 3 questions, it's 1-1. Richard.
Yeah, very well played. I think Andrew pulled that one out of the bag. Condoleezza Rice, exactly right. I think you were also tempted to go for the law school that she attended, which is an even better score, actually, which you'd have gone for...
Harvard.
Harvard.
Yale. So lucky you went for Condoleezza. Would have scored 5 points if you got it. The state she became senator of in 2001 was New York State. Would have scored you 14 points. And the best answer on the board was the title of her 2003 memoir, which was Living History. Would have scored you 1 point. Very well done if you got that at home.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So here comes your 4th question. Whoever wins this question goes through to the final and plays for our jackpot. OK, it concerns England Rugby Union captains. England Rugby Union captains. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the names of 5 men now who've been England Rugby Union captain at some point since 1970, but we're only giving you the first 2 letters of their first name and the first 2 letters of their surname. Whoever gets this is going through to the final, so very best of luck to both teams.
OK, so let's reveal our England Rugby captains, and here they are. We have got M.I. blank C.A. blank, M.A. blank J.O. blank, M.A. blank D.A. blank, L.E. blank M.O. blank, and W.I. blank C.A. blank. I'll read those again without the blanks. M.I.C.A., M.A.J.O., M.A.D.A., L.E.M.O. and W.I.C.A. There we are. Nick and Andrew, you go first this time.
OK, and you know two. Martin Johnson. I don't know any others. We'll go for the bottom one. Yeah. OK, I think we're going to go for the bottom one, which we think is Will Carling.
You're going to say Will Carling. OK, Will Carling. Now then, Anne and Alex, the board is yours. You can talk out loud if you like.
Well, we know... I'll say we. I only know 2. I know Matt Dawson.
Oh, do you? I didn't know him.
Matt Dawson's the 3rd one now. I know Martin Johnson.
I'd say Matt Dawson's more.
Who do you know?
I don't know any of these.
Should we go for Matt Dawson?
I think so, yeah.
Matt Dawson.
You're going to say Matt Dawson. So we have Will Carling playing Matt Dawson. Whoever wins this goes through to the final. Nick and Andrew said Will Carling. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Will Carling. Absolutely right. 54. 54. Anne and Alex have said Matt Dawson. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Matt Dawson. Absolutely right. Very well done. You've done it. 14. Very well done. Anne and Alex, after 4 questions, we finally have an outcome, and you are through to the final 2-1. Richard.
Really well played, Anne and Alex. That's another great answer. And the other one you gave, Martin Johnson, also would have seen you through to the final, because he would have scored you 22 points. The other 2 are the best answers on the board, actually. The top one there is Mike Catt. That would have scored you 9. And the 4th one is the captain of the 2011 Rugby World Cup squad, the England squad, Lewis Moody. And that would have scored you 3 points. Very low score there. Well done if you got all of those as well.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So our losing pair at the end of the head-to-head, it's Nick and Andrew. You had Martin Johnson, didn't you? I could hear you saying it.
Yeah.
But you thought Will Carling perhaps might be a lower score because he was longer ago.
Yeah, which is right.
But we will see you again next time. I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you now, Nick and Andrew, but we'll look forward to that very much indeed. Great contestants.
Thank you.
But for Anne and Alex, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Anne and Alex. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. Did you ever think you'd make it through to the final on a question about rugby?
Not at all.
Well, there we
Nine
are.
years.
I know
We don't know anything.
absolutely nothing about rugby. And where you got Matt Dawson from, I don't know.
MasterChef.
There we are. That's how pointless works. Now, the rules are very simple. To win the money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. We haven't had any pointless answers on the show today, but if you can find one now, you will leave here with that money. Firstly, you have to choose a category, and you have a choice of 5 options. They are horse racing, European theatre, pop divas, actresses, classic literature.
Right, OK. Well, horse racing, we're out.
No. European theatre, no,
Wow.
I think so.
Pop divas, maybe. Actresses, you're pretty good on that.
Not too bad.
And classic literature, you're good
Yeah,
at.
I don't know. They could ask you anything.
Well, should we do the one that we're both going to be all right at?
Yeah,
Actresses.
Actresses, yeah.
Shall we do it?
We try actresses.
Actresses, please.
OK, actresses it is. Here it comes. Let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Helena Bonham Carter films as they could. Richard.
Yes, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Helena Bonham Carter has received an acting credit up to the beginning of May 2012, please. No TV films, short films or documentaries, but voice performances do count. Very, very best of luck.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £1,000 jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
She's more than ready.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
We should do the voice.
I think
Sleepy Hollow?
No, The Legend of... I think she was in Lady Jane Grey.
She was in Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, but that's a popular one, isn't it?
OK, sorry.
You've got to be obscure is the name of the game here, so...
Well, she was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as the mum.
OK. Yeah, OK.
Do you want to do those 3?
Yes, OK. We do...
Really, you happy?
Yeah, I
you
think
don't
so.
want any further time?
Yeah, we don't need it.
OK, you don't need it. There we are. We'll stop the clock. Look at that.
we have Wallace and Gromit,
The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Lady Jane.
Lady Jane.
And Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. OK, there are your 3 answers. We were looking for Helena Bonham Carter films. Of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I'd have said Lady Jane, possibly.
Or Wallace and Gromit.
You think?
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit, I think.
OK,
OK, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, we'll put that last. Which do you think is your least likely?
Lady Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
We don't mind anything.
OK, so we'll put Lady Jane first then, shall
Yeah.
we? OK, let's put those up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Lady Jane, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. OK, so we are looking for Helena Bonham Carter films. Lady Jane was your least confident answer. Now, remember, you only have to find one pointless answer to win that £1,000 jackpot. And what would you do with £1,000?
Well, Alex is just recently, well, she's just about to move house, so I think we'll sort of give her a bit of a help with furniture and a few little things, and treat the family, have a little party.
Very nice. Alex?
I need a shed.
Need a shed?
It's not glamorous, but that's life.
There we go. Good. Oh, well, let's hope one of these answers gets you a shed. OK, let's see. Lady Jane, is it right? And if it is, how many people said it? If it's pointless, it will win you that jackpot. Lady Jane. Oh, it's right. So this was your first answer, the one you thought was least likely to be pointless. Down it goes. If this goes all the way down to 0, you will leave here with £1,000. It's still going down. Down it goes. Oh, it's done! There you are. Very, very well done. Brilliant. Ah. Very, very well done. Congratulations. Oh, the shed is yours. Oh, Lady Jane was a pointless answer, which means you go home with that jackpot of £1,000. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Great answer there.
Yeah, there is a shed salesman in Northwich rubbing his hands right now, isn't there? That is a terrific answer. You've been so brilliant all the way through, and it's just another great answer as well. Every subject we've thrown at you, you've come up with brilliant things. Really, really well-deserved jackpot as well. So second ever film, Lady Jane, so it's a terrific answer. Just to go through your other two answers, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory would have scored you 7 points, and Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, would have scored you 1 point.
You were right.
So, Lady Jane doing the business for you. Let's look at some of the other pointless answers. Howard's End, the E.M. Forster adaptation, back to him. She was Emma Thompson's younger sister in Howard's End. Would have been a terrific answer. Keep the Aspidistra Flying from the George Orwell novel, starred with Richard E. Grant in that. There's Lady Jane, just won you a shed. The Woody Allen film, Mighty Aphrodite, would have been a pointless answer. 66, about a boy's bar mitzvah, which clashes with the World Cup final. That was pointless. Toast, the Nigel Slater autobiography turned into a film. That was pointless. 12th Night, where she plays Olivia. Where Angels Fear to Tread, another E.M. Forster adaptation. He's come up a lot on today's show. And Women Talking Dirty. All of those pointless. Very well done if you've got any of those at home. And congratulations to you two. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Well, thank you very much. We've really enjoyed it.
Well, thanks once again to our winning players, Anne and Alex, who go away with today's jackpot of £1,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.